Hello, my Gemini placements. We are going to take a look at the month of February and see what it has in store for you. Just some general messages. We're just going to go along with the card. So if I pull out love, I will mention love. If I pull out finances, I'll mention finance. Anything that I feel like spirit or the cards are trying to tell me at this moment, I will let you know in this reading. You can watch this for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. But really, you can watch for any placements. Sometimes Jupiter and North Node placements can also help guide you on your current journey at this moment. Yeah, we're gonna jump right into this and see what is going on. Spirit, what's going on for Geminis in the month of February? What is going on for my Geminis in the month of February? What can Gemini expect to happen, or what is the energy going to be surrounding Gemini in the month of February? What can Gemini expect? All right, definitely help is going to be required. So anything that you're enduring in the month of February, know that you most likely are going to either have to ask for help or advice. But there's something in February that in order to get your finances up, in order to get your money up, you need to ask for help. If not help, ask for advice. You may have to set some pride and ego aside and like maybe try to ask for some assistance. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be like somebody giving you money, right? This could honestly be maybe somebody giving you financial advice, like somebody maybe somebody like shares their experience with you in a certain financial endeavor or something they've done in the past that I don't know, really helped them out financially, and they could just be sharing their wisdom with you, or you may actually have to ask somebody for help. Like, I don't know. I don't know. This is going to be different for all of you, but you may have to like ask somebody for money, or you may need help with a certain project or financial endeavor that you're on, or maybe you just need help at your job. But yeah, some kind of help is going to be required, and you're going to have to ask for that help. What else for Gemini in the month of February, Spirit? What else for my Gemini placements in the month of February? Okay, so some kind of unfulfillment that you have felt, if you have in the recent past, whether this be January or before, or maybe in this current moment when you're watching this, if you felt like unfulfilled in any way, like you don't have enough of this or that, you don't have enough money, you don't have enough friends, you don't have enough opportunities, or the opportunities presented to you in the past, maybe you ignored them. Maybe you ignored those opportunities, or you didn't want to see them because it wasn't your ideal situation. Maybe there was a very specific thing or person that you wanted or opportunity, but because it wasn't being offered to you at that time, you maybe refuse to see like what was right in front of you. But in the month of February, you're gonna be feeling a lot more grateful for what you do have now. Whatever that is for you, grateful for, I don't know, your home, your friends, your family, your partnerships, maybe your job. It could be different for all of you, but in the month of February, you're finally going to realize like how good you have it, even if it may be something very small. Like it may not be something like super dramatic. Hell, you could just be happy to have a roof over your head. Like, man, I don't know. I'm happy I have clean water and a roof over my head. I'm happy I have clean clothes to wear every day. I'm happy I have a cell phone that works and the phone charger works. I'm happy that I'm able to eat every night. I'm happy that I can feed myself. You know, little things like that. I think in February you're just going to realize how good you have it. Not that you live an extravagant lifestyle, but I think in the month of February you're just going to be feeling grateful, a lot more grateful for whatever it is in your life that you have. All right, what else for my Geminis in the month of February? What else for Geminis in the month of February, Spirit? Please and thank you. Okay. Possible creative blockages in the month of February. Now, if some of you are writers, this is just an example. You may have writer's block. If you have any kind of creative job or hobby, you may be taking a pause on whatever creative endeavors that you have going on, or maybe you want it to initiate in the month of February. Um, you may have some creative blocks going on here. You may not be feeling very inspired in the month of February. I'm gonna see why. Why is Gemini not feeling inspired in the month of February? Why is Gemini not feeling inspired in the month of February? Why is Gemini not feeling inspired in the month of February? What's going on here? Something regarding finances. I feel like you may not have or someone out there, someone may not have the financial resources that they need at this time to maybe want to go through with a certain project or plan or idea, or because, oh, I'm so sorry, you can't even see these cards. I apologize about that. Make sure you can see it here. Seven of Pentacles reverse. In the month of February, it's possible you may be experiencing some creative blocks because of your finances, and it may require a situation where, once again, like I said in the beginning, you're going to have to ask for help or assistance from somebody, or you're going to have to be a lot more patient in the way you make and save up money. But something about finances here. Heavy picking up on somebody that just needs some kind of assistance. Like I said, I don't know if somebody out there needs to ask for money, or maybe just some kind of advice on how to go about certain situations at work, or maybe even just how to expand your money. But there is going to be patience required, and there's going to need some kind of teamwork and effort here. There's going to need some kind of assistance, and overall, just try not to get too impatient. It could be that you may be having some kind of creative block in the month of February because you are too impatient over some situation in your life. What else for Gemini in the month of February, Spirit? What else for Gemini in the month of February? Please and thank you. What else for my Geminis in the month of February? Please and thank you. More Pentacle energy. Be careful not to jump to conclusions in the month of February. I feel like there's a situation that you may find yourselves in where you're going to have to kind of see things for, how do I word this? You're going to have to really see things for how they are, or see a situation for what it is, or you may not be seeing, what's the phrase? Not seeing the forest for the trees, meaning, in a way, not seeing the forest for the trees, not really seeing the whole picture in a situation. Um, yeah, something about your intuition here in the month of February. Either pay attention to your intuition, or your intuition may be a little misguided at this time. It may be a bit misguided for several different reasons, but I'm seeing somebody here who really needs to just tap into their intuition, even if it's hard to do so at this time. And like I said, try not to make assumptions in the month of February either. Try not to like jump to conclusions and stuff. Basically, make sure you have all your facts straight. Whoever that message is for, it's going to be different for all of you, but make sure you have all of your facts straight in the month of February. All right, what else for Gemini? What else for my Geminis? All right, cool. So some kind of amidst all this like financial pressure, financial issues, everything I mentioned, possible creative blocks. I feel like during all this in the month of February, you are going to experience some kind of victory here. Now, maybe that is victory with your finances. Maybe you end up finding, maybe you do end up getting the assistance that I mentioned earlier. If you decide to put your pride and ego aside and ask somebody for help, it could end up becoming very victorious for you. Somebody may really be able to help you out. They also may be a very a good communicator as well, whoever this person is. They could be a Gemini like yourself or a Libra Aquarius. And I also have, right, so far I also have heavy earth energy, so you could also be connecting with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in the month of February. Or you may have that somewhere in your natal chart. Just take it as it resonates. But so far, those are the signs I have for who and what you could be dealing with in February. But yeah, with the Ace of Swords, you feel as though you defeated something. Maybe you defeated some bad habits. Maybe you defeated a certain mindset. You were able to get over a certain mindset, and that in itself can definitely help you along your path forward, Gemini. All right, I'm gonna pull a couple more cards here. What else can Gemini expect in February? What else can Gemini expect in February? All right, Eight of Wands reverse. I feel like you could be I feel like you could acquire a lot more patience in the month of February. Timing may also be a big theme as well. And what I mean by that is like being at the right place at the right time, or possibly being at the wrong place at the wrong time. I feel like timing is very important here. But nonetheless, I feel like you're going to start to gain a lot more patience in the month of February. Maybe you're gaining more patience towards a specific goal that you set for yourself, or something that you would like to achieve, which it looks like you, nonetheless, I feel like you will be able to achieve whatever this is to you, even if it's a relationship. I mean, so far I'm not picking up too. I still have like a couple more cards I'm gonna look at, but so far I'm not really picking up too much on like romantic energy. But if this is regards to a person, you could definitely be feeling a lot more patient with this person, possibly a lot more understanding as well. Just be aware of timing. Like I said, you could maybe find yourself in the right place at the right time, or the wrong place at the wrong time. Something about timing in February is going to be very significant, so just watch out for that. What else for Gemini? What else can Gemini expect in the month of February? Oh man, that's your card, the Magician, but it's in the reverse. Um, I feel like going back to like the creative blockages and having to listen to your intuition, but um, I feel like, unfortunately, in the month of February, Gemini, I feel like there's going to be something wrong with like really trying to tap into your intuition. I can't help but feel like there's maybe a specific one of you out there or group of people where you're not going to trust yourself. There's something about not being able to trust yourself, not being able to find any inspiration. And because of that, you're not able to really tap into your talents and gifts, or you may have your talents and gifts blocked right now. Whether you are blocking this from yourself, maybe some of you are, maybe some of you are telling yourself negative things like, I'm not good enough, or I'm not talented enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not skilled enough, whatever it is. You guys may be having like a lot of negative self-talk. Going back to the Ace of Wands reverse, that could also be why there may be a creative hindrance in your life in the month of February, Gemini. Something about not being able to trust your full potential, not trusting your talents, abilities, and your skills. and overall a sense of your intuition is either being blocked or you're not listening to your intuition. Somebody here, I'm getting strongly, somebody here can be ignoring their intuition in the month of February. Hmm. Sorry, I'm just looking at these cards, trying to see what other messages I have. Why the Magician in the reverse? Why the Magician in the reverse? Why the Magician in the reverse? All right. So you may have, in the past, you may have experienced a really disappointing situation with a connection in your life. I feel like this could be related to family for some of you. You could have had like you could have felt like your so-called your happily ever after never happened, or you didn't really get the fruits of something that you really wanted. Maybe there was a connection that you really really held dear to you. You really felt connected to somebody. um, this person could have filled up your cup, so to speak. They could have You could have felt like this person had a lot of potential, and there were a lot of feelings involved. There were a lot of feelings involved with this person, or if not a person, a situation, or an environment. Something really had an emotional hold over you, and I feel like in the month of February, you could still be healing from whatever this is. You could still be healing from something from your past here, where maybe that's what's causing you to not trust your abilities and talents. It's not it's causing you to kind of ignore your intuition in a way, or at least in the month of February. Not feeling like you can really trust yourself at this point. Maybe it's because of this past connection, person, place, or thing. That could also be why you may be experiencing some creative blocks as well. Not for all of you, but in general, I just see like a lack of inspiration, and a lack of trust within your skills, your knowledge, your overall talents, abilities, and also your manifestations. The magician is associated with manifesting. So you could be having trouble manifesting something in your life right now, but it may be because of lack of confidence or low self-worth, some kind of insecurity issue. I feel like you really do have these talents and skills available to you. I feel like whatever it is you want to achieve, whatever idea you have or person, I feel like you are able to get it. It's just going to require, like I said, it's going to require a change of mindset for one. It's going to require patience. And I can't help but feel like finances has something to do with this as well. I can't help but feel like maybe like finances are hindering you in some way. Maybe that could be another reason why you're not able to fully manifest right now, because of a lack of resources or finances. I feel like that's why maybe some of you can't manifest everything that you want. Maybe you feel powerless because of your finances. All right. All right. Let me pull one more card here. Let's see. What else can my Geminis expect? What else can my Geminis expect in February? Damn. So we have two knights here. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Be careful of somebody in the month of February being emotionally guarded. You may have a sense that somebody may be purposely like withholding something from you, whether this is somebody not being generous with you at this moment. They're either not being generous with their time, their energy, possibly their emotions. Hmm. There could be in the month of February there could be some kind of offer that is delayed. I feel like there's some kind of offer that may be delayed in the month of February. Maybe somebody promised you like a job or promotion or certain title, and maybe that's going to be that may be delayed in the month of February. Hmm. If this has to do with a relationship, watch out for people who don't really people who all what's the saying? People who bite off more than they can chew, meaning somebody who may promise you too much, or watch out for somebody who may be love bombing you in the month of February, but you may come to find out that they really don't have, they really, what they're trying to so called offer you isn't going to be substantial, or somebody may promise to offer you something, but it comes to a delay because I don't know. I think this person I don't know. Honestly, I think this person could be full of shit. It's not going to be for everybody, but just be careful of liars. Be careful of people who try to love bomb you at this time and like make you false offerings. If there wasn't a legitimate offer that's being delayed in February, watch out for unpromising offers, possibly even scams. Watch out for scams as well. All right, I'm gonna see the bottom of the deck, and then I'm gonna pull the zodiac signs you could be dealing with. Ten of Swords. Oh, I'm sorry, not ten. Nine of Swords in the reverse. All right, so that's a pretty positive card. So in the month of February, definitely look forward to coming out of some kind of situation or environment that caused you a lot of anxiety. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my camera. There we go. Um, it could be this person, whoever this like player is or was in your energy, that was offering you very empty things that wasn't very substantial, possibly just even lies, or um, any kind of offerings that get delayed. I feel like in the month of February, you're going to be coming out of anxiety and worry. You could have been feeling really anxious in recent times. Like I said, everything going on, like I just mentioned, it could be definitely something with finances, um, creativity, and intuition being blocked, or just struggling to manifest what you really want in your life right now. And like I said, that could be because of your own self doubt, your own self criticism. So low self-worth, that you may not feel like you're able, you may, like I said, you may just be feeling insecure, like you don't have the talents or the abilities to do the things you want to. Whatever it is, I feel like all that stress and anxiety and negative self-talk, I feel like you're coming out of that in the month of February. I feel like you're going to be able to I hate to say look on the brighter side of things, but earlier we did get the Four of Cups in the reverse as well, and that kind of signifies looking on the bright side as well. So I feel like there is going to be some ray of light that's coming to you in the month of February, Gemini. I think you are going to be able to see things from a more positive perspective, and you're going to get out of this possible sleepless nights, worry, anxiety, too much negative energy that's taking up headspace. And all these things may not even be real. They may just be all in your head. That's going to resonate differently for a lot of you. But I'm seeing somebody coming out, being a little bit more resilient in the month of February. And like I said, make sure you just accept, if there's somebody genuine who's willing to help you in the month of February, just be open to that. Be open to advice, be open to other people's experiences, and just be open to anybody that wants to lend you a hand at this time. It's really important that you set your pride and ego aside, and you accept whatever help or advice this could be in the month of February. I think that's actually going to help set you up for success and possibly get you out of whatever tricky situation this is. But the zodiac signs I have here, I have Heavy earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be dealing with that sign, one of those signs, or maybe you have it in your natal chart. I have Gemini here, so you could be dealing with another Gemini. Um, Libra and Aquarius energy. And lastly, Aries, Leo, or Sag. Pretty much it could be any sign. You could really be dealing with any sign, but the most dominated ones that I have would be Gemini, maybe Libra, Aquarius, like I mentioned, and also Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn are like the main dominating signs that I see in this reading at the moment. Anyway, that is what I have for you for the month of February, Gemini. If any of these messages resonate with you or you like the video, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. It would definitely help my channel grow. And I will see you during your next reading. Bye, Gemini.